Cleo from 5 to 7, 1962 French film directed by Agnès Varda. It's one of the more prominent examples of existentialism as featured heavily in French cinema or French art in general in the years following the Second World War. The film itself takes place entirely in real time and follows the titular Cleo for 2 hours of her life. She's a popular singer who, as we learn in the very first scene, is anxiously awaiting the results of a medical examination, and she fears those results will confirm cancer. So we end up following her as she goes through a series of meetings and activities, hat shopping, band rehearsal, watching a short film with her friend, finally a walk in the park. And she's doing most of those things to kind of distract herself from the pessimistic thoughts of the cancer diagnosis. But some of those activities end up actually serving as a pretext to explore those themes of fate, of one's purpose in life or lack thereof, and in the most general terms of the existentialist philosophy. The main problem for me is that, however interesting that may seem on paper, or however much people praised the film at the time of its release for nailing that atmosphere of a Parisian afternoon and flimsy deliberations about life, I personally didn't connect with the movie, mainly because I didn't connect with the character of Cleo. I think that she's rather uninteresting and a bit hypocritical at that. On the one hand, she complains in the film. She complains that men only see her for her physical beauty and don't care about deeper aspects of the female personality. On the other, she is shown to be quite vain and focused on that exterior appearance while offering nothing of substance beneath it. I was also infuriated by how much focus the movie put on her beliefs in various omens and superstitions. There is a section towards the end of the film, in the park, when the character of Antoine shows up and strikes a conversation with Cleo. And I thought that was the best part of the film. Finally, something interesting started to happen, like a breath of fresh air. This new character arrives, strikes a conversation. There's like new topics arriving, and we start to get a glimpse of who Cleo is beneath all of this. The conversation starts to get real interesting. But that lasted for all of 5 minutes, and then the film just ended. Again, as far as I was able to ascertain, the movie garnered critical praise in its time. I don't buy into that. I think it is rather bland and unengaging, and save for that last section, it isn't that great and tends to be, unfortunately, a bit boring.